Well now, that simply was just not true. I guess that's why they call it the Sci-Fi Channel. Aztec Rex. The story of Cortez and his mini army invading New Mexico and finding something fictitiously fabulous. To go a bit deeper into it, though. The plot: Cortez, played by Ian Ziering from the Sharknado franchise, and his 6 men march their merry way into New Mexico, looking to conquer land and steal gold. They invade a village and are promptly captured. Meanwhile, one of the conquistadors saves the tribal leader's daughter from the jaws of the dreaded beast. There are 2 of these massive lizards that must be slain in order to achieve freedom for the Spaniards from the natives. I think with the proper budget and effects work, this film could have been remembered for more than just its ludicrous story and laughable CGI. The characters, I felt, were well-rounded and developed. Well, all but one. He barely gets any lines. This wasn't done with deep backstories. It more has to do with honor and or betrayal. Who would do what for who, and how far would they be willing to go? A problem I have with the story is that if you know ancient history, then you'd know that Ian Ziering's character of Cortez will survive. Therefore, they make him have his morals straight, but his greed still present. Rios, played by Marco Sanchez, is the main good guy. He's a man of his word and stands up for what is right. Cocozan, played by Kalani Huipo, is a piece of shit. He only wants to rule the village and make Ani Koto, played by Duchen Lachman, his slave bride. He only cares about his goals and not for anyone's life. Speaking of Ayakoto, she is resourceful near the end, but she kind of appears, and they think she'll be in danger or it will get in the way, yet she never becomes the damsel in distress. It is a nice change of pace, however, I do think her character could have been a bit more useful. Gria, played by Jack McGee, plays the priest-monk character. He's actually more of a comic relief and does have some funny lines here and there. May God be with you, but I will not. Aztec Rex, originally titled Tyrannosaurus Azteca, was filmed on a ranch in Hawaii, and the sets and everything are rather good. They definitely put some money into it. It is written that the film cost either $900,000 or $2.5 million to make. I am in the line of thinking that it's cost about $900,000. Sure, the sets are good, but the CGI on everything else is The gore, the effects, we get gut spilling out everywhere, some bloody bites and stabbings, as well as a couple of off-screen its effective cutout hearts. It's got the gore, the pink blood, but it doesn't have quality effects. The design of the Tyrannosaurus looks okay, but the movements are flat and jittery, as if the Tyrannosaurus was just pasted on there. The motion picture soundtrack, not much actually. A lot of either subtle or brash tribal themes, and that's about it. They are not terrible, but are nothing noteworthy, unfortunately. This film was directed by legendary Australian director Brian Trenchard Smith. What the hell happened? While far from the worst Sci-Fi Channel movie, and even dinosaur movie for that matter, it still needed work. Aztec Rex suffers from a far-fetched plot and horrendous CGI. The acting and dialogue is good, as are the characters. I just think so much more could have been done with this premise and a supposed $2.5 million budget. Overall, I give Aztec Rex a 2.5 out of 5. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and leave comments and subscribe.